The Joe Benigno, Robert Saleh situation with the Jets and WFAN has to go down as one of the wildest and most ridiculous in New York sports media history. You have Joe Benigno texting with the coach of the Jets. This is the first time he's ever texted regularly with the coach of the Jets. Joe told me that the other day. And he's texting with them, he's golfing with them. He said he gave Saleh a six-part plan of how to fix the Jets recently. And one of those was to put Zach Wilson back in the lineup. That was number 3 on Benigno's list. And Saleh responds to Benigno. I guess he's not as busy as you'd think a head coach of an NFL team would be, and said, "Number 3, are you serious?" And so Joe took that as like, no way you can put Zach Wilson back as the starting quarterback of the Jets. But Saleh really meant was, you've been blasting Wilson all year. You and the rest of the media and fans have been calling for me to bench Wilson. Now he's on the bench for a few weeks and you want him back in there. So are you serious? Gio Benigno misunderstood, went on WFAN on Monday, said that Wilson is not a favorite of Robert Saleh's, and then all heck broke loose. Benigno had to go on the morning show with Boomer and Gio on FAN, do some damage control. Then I spoke to him. Benigno knows now that he was wrong. First off, it's private text. Now, reporters and coaches and GMs and managers and players text with reporters all the time. But the kind of the understanding is that, especially if you're texting all the time and you have a good relationship, close relationship, even though this is not what they maybe would teach you exactly in journalism school, that it's off the record until you say, well, this is on, can I quote you on this, or this is on the record? Because you have a kind of a free flowing dialogue over text or phone calls. So, but Joe Benigno is a talk show host, a retired talk show host. He's in his 70s. As he'll tell you, he's been a fan of the Jets since 1965. So the rules don't really apply with Benigno. Now, I put this on Coach Saleh. It's good that he's known as a nice guy and he's being nice to Joe Benigno, one of the biggest Jet fans out there, at least one of the most public, along with Fireman Ed out there. And so that is a nice thing. But like I said in my column, it's kind of like out of a movie when you go through this whole scenario. But you can't trust him with information. And yes, Benigno's wrong. He's the one who put private texts on the air, which is totally on Joe. He should have known better just as a person, But I put it on Saleh though, because he's the one who made the choice to have this texting relationship going, golfing once or twice. Fine, that's nice again in the off season. And then even texting. But if you're going at it all year long, could you imagine Bill Belichick doing that? I mean, it's laughable. And so it's bad judgment for Saleh. And I don't know Saleh, but people who do, everyone says good guy. So you kind of root for someone like that. But in this circumstance, this isn't going to cost Saleh his job. But if the Jets continue to lose, the rest of let's say they lose out and then he were to be fired, this is part of Jet lore. It would be part of Saleh's legacy. So it looks like he'll probably keep his job. Aaron Rodgers seems to like him and want the regime back, and that seems to probably going to win the day. But this situation, I could make a list. Maybe I will one day, but it definitely would be in the top 20, maybe the top 10 of the most ridiculous New York sports media stories ever.